Good evening and welcome. I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports team as we bring you Week 1 high school basketball action here on the Zone. As we start our basketball season, our first opening game here is in South Webster at the Jeeps Auditorium as the South Webster Jeeps are hosting the Valley Indians. All that being said, Jay, what do you think about tonight's game?
Well, you know, and we say it every year, it's nice to be inside.
It is
isn't
nice
it?
to be
right?
inside, yep.
You know, unfortunately, a lot of our teams, with the exception of Ironton, kind of bowed out of the playoffs fairly quickly, and we're quickly indoors and got all those football players playing high school basketball right now, and we're going to see early in the season a lot of mistakes. A lot of kids just trying to get back into the game, switching over from football legs to basketball legs, and you're going to see tonight a really good matchup between a team, Valley, who right now they're 0-3, who have played a really, really tough schedule so far with a lot of young kids on the floor. They're going to have 3-4 freshmen out there from time to time.
Wow.
So they're really kind of hitting the reset button. And South Webster, that's a team that's got to get over the loss of Shiloh Blevins.
Oh, man.
And boy, we remember that name.
Yeah, we do.
So it's going to be a great game. Valley, like I said, they're 0-3. South Webster, they are 1-1. Their one win came against East, big game. 71-22 was the final on that.
Wow.
Here's the interesting note. Yeah, the loss that they have came against Dirk Holler's Green Bobcats.
Really?
And Valley scrimmaged Green in preseason and kind of had their way with them.
Really?
So this could be a whale of a ball game tonight.
Could be.
You know, that record doesn't always show.
That's
absolutely what you
right.
got going on. I was talking to somebody over there for Valley, and Valley's players are so young that this is the big stage that maybe they weren't ready for, but they have to get ready for
Right,
it. They got to play it. So they'll get better as the season goes on.
Well, you know, you and I caught the last half of the double overtime JV game.
Right.
And, I mean, that was a nail-biter.
Oh, absolutely. That was a great game. What was the final on that?
I believe it was 49-46, and I think the Indians had that.
It was a great game, and it's great to have those kinds of games early.
It is. So that means there's a good group of kids coming up behind, too.
Sure.
You know, the other thing I want to point out, one of my favorite things is when the high schools have mascots.
Yes.
You know, let me tell Chris here. Hey, Chris, give me a shot of the Jeep. The Jeep,
yes. Well, and a little trivia there. What is the Jeep's name?
You know, I don't know what the Jeep's name is.
The Jeep has a name.
No way.
I found that out today.
Boy, you know what? That's news to me.
Yeah.
I've been doing high school sports for a while, but I'm just getting.
There he is.
They have actually dressed the Jeep up tonight in cowboy attire. Yep. I mean, chaps, leather, blue jean vest, bandana. I mean, he's rocking it tonight. You know.
So.
Do what? His nose is on his mouth.
So yeah, the Jeep's name is Eugene.
Eugene Jeep.
Yep.
Well, there we go.
Eugene the Jeep.
Eugene the Jeep.
All right, so here we go. Got all the important stuff out of the way.
We did.
Now let's watch some basketball.
Got some tip-off going on here.
Mason Zahler going up against Braden Bachway. And keys to the game, big matchup tonight will more than likely be Bachway and Mason Zahler. 6'4" versus 6'5", playing tough inside. Both teams run a little bit of 4 out, 1 in, try to post a little bit, and Webster trying some motion offense there. And the takeaway, number 24 for Valley, Bryce Stewart bringing the ball down the floor. Kick out, Cade Millette from the 3 line off. And Bachway will get the rebound, send it back the other way. Jeeps pushing the ball. Another 3, also short, but a good rebound inside, and that's number 24, Will Collins, the 6'4" freshman.
So the Jeeps draw first blood in tonight's ball game.
The first 2 of our basketball season.
And they get followed by a 3 from the Indians.
So Dylan Ellis with 3-ball range there. 3-2 is your score. Taking it inside strong. That's Braden Bachway. We're going to talk about him a lot throughout the night, and I kind of feel like he's the guy who steps into those shoes of Shiloh Blevins.
You think so?
Those were big shoes.
They were.
But as far as their go-to guy, I got to feel like Bachway's their man.
You know who I miss, Jay?
Yeah?
I miss the Lumberjack.
The Lumberjack.
You know?
The Lumberjack has graduated.
I know.
And we talked about him a lot. We loved his effort inside.
We did.
And he got the nickname because he was a little guy in the trees.
Yeah.
But he was pulling down branches. You know, he was getting rebounds despite that.
He was
his name was Jacob Ruth,
yep.
and his brother is on the team, Gabe Ruth.
Excellent.
And he's a senior, so we'll see if he can be the Lumberjack Part 2.
That'd be awesome.
No foul called there. As Cade Millette takes the inside, puts it up, gets a little bit of contact. And nothing called. Your officials tonight, Justin Davis, Jeremy Ward, and Thad Smith. They are from, well, put it to you this way, not here.
Not here.
Zaylor.
Man, a lot
fighting inside, missing a few.
A lot of attempts.
Yeah, and he gets undercut there. That foul is going to be on Will Collins, his first. And Zaylor will go to the line. It's Trey Zimmerman, not Will Collins, who gets that foul. Mason Zaylor and Cade Millette, as young as this team is, those two players have started now for Valley. This now their third season. So they have a whole lot of inexperience with a little bit of a lot of experience.
Yeah. And they go on the board again. Want to thank Principal Brett Roberts out here, as well as the athletic director Greg Sullivan for allowing us to come out and do this game tonight. Big thanks to them and their hospitality.
Nice drive down the left-hand side, just off the mark there. That's number 2, Trey Zimmerman, trying to take it to the hole. Deflected out of bounds to the Indians. Cade Millette, again, third-year starter. Handling the point, driving left, dribbling back out. That's to Dylan Ellis. Now Bryce Stewart. Back to Millette in the corner. Zaylor at the top of the key, steps inside, shoots and off, and could have been a foul right there. Matter of fact, they're going to call that. That will be on number 24, Bryce Stewart. Had the little tomahawk chop there trying to get to the basketball. Carter Nickel goes into the game. Zimmerman handling the ball out front. Millette diving on the floor trying to save the ball. And South Webster gets the touch and the ball. Got to love the hustle there by Cade Millette trying to get that ball back for the Indians. Love it when a kid gets on the floor. Baseline, nice pitch inside. Tries to go up with it, and that's going to be Bachway coming up short underneath. A little bit of a spin move. Carter Nichols going to get the foul, and that's going to be the team's third foul. So very quickly, we've got quite a few fouls here on the scoreboard with Bachway at the free throw line. Off the back iron, misses the front end. And makes his second. So Bachway with this first point of the game. Long three off. Zaylor gets the rebound over top. Not able to get it to go, and now he's going to reach over top of a few folks. And just got a little sloppy there at the end.
Looking at the program here, Jay, there's actually a history of the Jeep here.
Okay, so.
Apparently he was introduced to Southwestern High School basketball in 1968. Yeah.
And why? What was it? What's the story?
They just said that that's when he was introduced as the Jeep mascot.
Okay.
It says history has recorded their first human mascot was Debbie Fenton Haynes. Then he goes on to talk about the costume and that type of thing.
Uh-huh.
But then it says the mascot has been seen motivating their loyal fans by roller skating, unicycling, disco dancing, boxing, making baskets, and doing many other entertaining stunts.
All righty.
This year, Brody Boggs is featured at all the boys' home games. Brody will continue to carry the rich tradition of Eugene the Jeep.
Eugene the Jeep.
So that's who is playing the mascot this evening.
And tonight, Eugene is a cowboy.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, I just wondered, it seems obvious that it's from the Popeye cartoon, the Jeep that was in that.
Well, that's where I always saw the Jeep.
That's what he looks like.
And it always came through going Jeep, Jeep, Jeep,
Yep.
Jeep, Jeep.
Yep. Backway. A little bit of a fadeaway there. Go straight up with that. Snap that release. That ball will go down. Missed attempt there, though. Jeep's down by 1. Valley looking pretty good at this point of the game. And we're going to get called for steps there. Number 4, that's Dylan Ellis for the Indians. Coach Eric Horton talked about his team and how many freshmen get to play, and he talked about, other than 3 players on his roster, this is the first career conference game for his entire team. Backway, deep, and off the back iron, no good. Cade Millett now pushing the ball down the floor. They've got the numbers. Quick pass to the corner. And air ball. Backway with the rebound. And the Jeeps will reset. Valley does a good job of getting back. One of their keys to the game was to stop transition. And we talked about some of the teams that the Lucasville started with. They lost to Piketon 52-38. Piketon, a very good team. Adena and Chesapeake followed. Those are 2 teams that will go deep in the tournament this year and did last year without losing a whole lot of players. So Adena, they lost 73-41, and Chesapeake 84-45.
Man.
And some of the biggest problems they had was turnovers and transition baskets. So that is certainly something that they're working on trying to remedy tonight coming into conference play. Zimmerman to Gabe Ruth, and the missed shot there. Step in, and the other number 3, that's going to be Ty Perkins. He'll put up a 2, digging inside there and taking what he's given. Good shot, good look. Ty Perkins, 6'3" freshman, and Chuck, get this, I know you heard his name because during football season, he played for Valley, 6'3" wide receiver. Do you remember him playing against Portsmouth High School? Had a heck of a night.
Oh, I did.
And he actually got honorable mention All-State in
did
football.
He really? That's
as a
awesome.
freshman.
That is awesome.
That's really probably unheard of.
That's huge.
To get state honors as a freshman.
Wow.
So gives you some idea what his athleticism is.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Arnett's going to get the foul there as the Jeeps start over. Zimmerman from the outside, too strong there. Strong rebound coming down, and Trey Zimmerman is going to pick up the foul. Check that. Gabe Ruth, number 3, will pick up the foul. The little lumberjack.
The little lumberjack.
Coach Horton yelling at his players, let them know who they've got. Switching a little bit on Backway. That's one kid that they know they got to keep in check. And that's a foul right there, no call. And then he stepped out of bounds. Wow. Dylan Ellis comes down pretty hard on the rebounder there, who knocks him out of bounds, and they give the ball to Lucasville. That's a big, big step in the wrong direction. Hey, we'll have quite a few of them throughout the game, though. These officials haven't blown the whistle a little bit, too. Nice feed to Mason Zaylor inside. And that's going to be George Arnett with the assist. Zimmerman to the corner. And from three, that's going to be Andrew Smith. First that we've heard from him. And Smith is a guy that had 12 points against Green in that last game, and all 12 were threes. Dylan Ellis now with 5 points as he finishes there. Lumberjack to the middle, the kick, the shot by Andrew Smith, no good. Coach calls Andrew Smith the quarterback, and a lot of contact there with no foul, and I think Dylan Ellis is going to run off the floor. He took the brunt of that, no whistle. Carter Nickel will step in for him. He's going to go walk that off. Zimmerman walking the ball down the floor. Across the timeline. Ruth to his left. Passes to Andrews. And Bachway well off the mark there. Perkins looking, kicking it back out to Cade Millette.
Coming into the last 20 seconds. $15.
Zimmerman D'ing up on Cade Millette.
10.
Millette using that left hand, trying to work it down inside, and takes it all the way to the hole and just off, but Mason Zaylor puts it in. And again, no call there. Got some bodies falling, a lot of contact. The officials are letting them play.
They sure are. They sure are. Well, that's the end of the first period, so we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back right after this.
Desco. We believe loans to small businesses result in stronger communities. We believe the experience and ability to make local decisions awards you the home field advantage. We believe quick decisions and straightforward answers are what you need to get started. At Desco, we have terms to fit your business. Desco Federal Credit Union. We make business loans.
Has your life or the life of someone you love been impacted by mental health or substance abuse problems? If so, there's treatment available here in the Portsmouth area. Hope Source provides quality treatment by highly trained, compassionate professionals. We are committed to helping people and their families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. Find us on Facebook or on our website, hopesourcetreatment.com, or call us at 740-353-HOPE.
What's so unique?
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back. If you're just now joining us, the Valley Indians are leading the South Webster Jeeps by a score of 14-6, and we've just started the second period.
Yep, Jeeps just not able to convert on a whole lot of shots down here on their end. And for Valley, Mason Zaylor has really played well inside. And now we're looking to see, did the Jeeps touch the ball? They did, otherwise that should have been over and back on Valley, and the Jeeps ran back there and tried to get to the ball, touched it, it went out, now it's Valley ball. Skip pass. Nice drive inside, but touched out of bounds, and that's going to be number 22, Aiden Andrews, that knocks it out. Carter Nickel on the drive. George Arnett taking the ball out of bounds to Nickel. And now looking for the cutter, that is Nickel. There's a little two-man game on this side. And that's the guy they want to look to, Mason Zaylor, but that ball deflected. Nice no-look pass, but Zaylor knocks it out of here.
Man, he did.
Strong.
Big three, no good.
Inside position there by number 24, Will Collins. Does a good job of boxing Mason Zaylor out. And Mason Zaylor will pick up another foul, which is a physical foul. We expected that out of him.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about the matchup between him and Backway, and Mason Zaylor being very physical, Backway being just very athletic.
Yes.
So that would be a good matchup, a key matchup this evening. Thus far, Mason Zaylor's physicality has put him on the bench. Indians with the ball making the way down. Ruth is not going to allow it to happen quickly or easily. Off on the shot. Ty Perkins. And now left-hand layup down the other side. Trey Zimmerman with the runner. And ball deflected, kicked back out Caden Millette. And little string music there by Caden Millette. From three, 17-8 now is your score. Quick three from the top of the key. Didn't mean to rhyme, do it all the time. Andrew Smith off the mark. The Jeeps at home having a hard time finding the range. That's odd. You don't usually find that. And they're going to call a timeout and talk about this, but right now the Jeeps are shooting well at home.
They are. Well, we'll go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come right back after this.
Sights, sounds, and smells, we give you all the feels you need for a fun time on the town. Want to enjoy a 3D movie or even throw a party? The Portsmouth Cinema is here for you. Looking for unbeatable deals on concessions? We got you. Need an affordable night out to relax with a movie? Super Tuesday to the rescue. We are always updating to give you the best experience possible. Visit us online at republictheaters.com or Facebook for showtimes. Portsmouth Cinema. When you've got the time, we've got the popcorn, the candy, the drinks, and the best movies around. Isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back. 5:55 left to go in this first half as the Valley Indians lead the South Webster Jeeps at home, 19-8. The Jeeps just are having a hard time finding themselves right now.
Yeah, they can't find the range. They're just they're having a hard time, and Mason Zaylor was a big part of the reason for that. With him off the floor now in semi-foul trouble, I wonder if that'll change things. Got a steal and a nice runaway there by Dylan Ellis. Wow. Nice finish because he had somebody on his left shoulder. A right hand and a little lay-in. Zimmerman dribbling the ball quite a bit out front with a kick. And now the little lumberjack stepping in, and he is going to be blocked by one of the trees.
Make sure you tune in every Saturday night throughout basketball season as we try to bring you our game of the week each week at 7 o'clock here on the Zone. Next week's game will be Wheelersburg at Valley as the Pirates take on the Indians. So that may prove to be a very good game as well.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, this Valley team, they're scrappy.
They look like it.
You know, you talk about youth being a disadvantage, but there's also, a line talking about the exuberance of youth, which you can't manufacture that. Nice runner down the middle and a nice feed there. Who was that? Number 11.
So the Jeeps make
Devin
it into
Correll
double.
with the feed.
They make it into double digits now.
But young kids, I mean, they're just full of energy. They're going to play their butts off while they're out there. It's 13 Jared Game who's in the game now, with George Arnett taking the ball out of bounds. Dylan Ellis, Cade Millette, and Carter Nickel are your 5 on the floor right now for the Indians. And the drive and the floater, number 4, Dylan Ellis. Nice shot there. And South Webster just not picking up. And that pass is just a little bit out of the range there. Trying to get the ball down there to Will Collins, the 6'1 freshman. No go, out of bounds to the Indians. Valley lost quite a few good players off this team as number 10, Carter Nickel, easily sets down a 2. And right now, it's just South Webster's defense isn't getting it done.
No, I'm telling you, the Indians are not letting up.
No, I like Valley's defense down in here. It's pretty tight. And on the other end, South Webster's letting them take shot after shot after shot. They're getting too many good looks.
Yeah, they are.
So the foul there on number 4. And that's going to be Ellis. But Andrew Shope, Tanner Cunningham, and Tyler Mitchell are lost from the Valley team to graduation. Some good athletes that we're missing from both these rosters tonight.
Yeah.
Zimmerman's first free throw goes down. You were telling us a little bit about the history of the Jeep.
Oh, there's number 2. You know, I'm telling you, the program has a whole page dedicated to the history of the Jeep. I really like this.
Well, and to me, we were talking a little bit off the air. I like it because it's so unique. You may not find another school with Jeeps as their mascot.
I totally agree.
Quickly out, trying to push it down the floor. That was Andrew Smith, ill-advised, trying to get it back once he got in trouble and lost it. And now Valley loses it again back to them as Ty Perkins tries to chase down the long ball. Whole lot of action there with nothing to show for it. And the Jeeps now back down the floor. Devin Carell manning the point at this point.
Apparently before 1940, the South Webster High School had no official mascot name.
Bachway there with the deuce. They didn't have a mascot.
Yeah, they had no official. I mean, it's just South Webster. It says sports writers sometimes refer to them as the midgets.
The midgets.
Which I thought was kind of a funny thing.
Yeah. I don't think that would probably be a good thing to have
not today.
A team of midgets out there.
I know, playing basketball.
Be tough on the boards, wouldn't it?
It would. It would. I mean, it definitely wouldn't fly in today's society.
No, that's certainly not PC.
No.
So where did it go from midgets? Did it go directly to Jeeps? And for what reason?
Apparently there's a whole story here. It's kind of interesting. It talks about, I guess back then, coaches weren't allowed to coach on the floor.
Okay. So they had to remain seated.
They had to remain seated. They weren't allowed to shout instructions or anything.
Yes.
Only at break times, things.
Right.
But it says that they used to send a water boy out with a black box to give them medical aid and water and stuff. And it says the coach was at that time was accused, and probably rightfully so, of sending out instructions in the box.
Yeah.
And they said at the same time.
I would have thought of that.
At the same time, the Jeep was introduced into the Popeye cartoon series, and the Jeep was a creature that knew it all.
Right.
So they started referring to the box as the Jeep.
Okay.
And it kind of progressed from there and continued on until they actually started putting it on things. Looks like around 1949, 1950. Yeah, 1949, the Jeeps appeared.
So from all that time up to 1950, they were the midgets?
I guess referred to by sports writers as the midgets.
Wow.
Yeah. It says in 1940, the Jeep first appeared on the varsity basketball uniforms, and in 50, the emblem appeared on the warm-up pants of varsity players. And it continued on from there.
Interesting.
Which I thought was kind of interesting, but there's a whole page full of it.
Well, we had a delay of game there, grabbing the ball and basically not allowing Valley to get the ball out of bounds quickly and get down the floor. So it's a warning. 25-16 is your score. Valley ahead here at South Webster. Ty Perkins with the screen. Back to the other side and hard off the glass there. Jared Games going to come up short. I tell you what, Valley, they use a lot of players.
They do.
I'm looking up and down this roster. Most of these kids have been in the game.
They're only allowed to use 5 at a time, though.
That's fact. They are rotating them quite vigorously.
They are.
As was that drive right there. Traveling, turning the ball over to the Indians.
Minute 20 left to go in this first half.
Well, that looking to pierce that zone, and he was allowed to. He just missed the shot. I'm telling you, that's something you just can't do. You can't let a kid go coast to coast.
No.
Perkins with the rebound. Palming the ball a little bit there, no call. Quick shot and not even close, tipped out by Valley. More hustle there, and that's what we're seeing so far tonight, just a little bit more hustle, a little bit more movement by the Indians.
40 seconds.
9-point lead now by Valley on the road. First conference game of the season.
30 seconds.
Time quickly elapsing. They'll look for Bachway, I'm sure.
20 seconds.
He is with the ball.
They're burning the clock down, trying to get that last shot in.
And Ty Perkins getting a little handsy on him there. They're going to get him for a hand check.
Right at 15 seconds, 14-6.
And they are in the bonus, so Bachway will go to the line.
So the Jeeps down by 9 points, getting ready to come into the half. Seems like they're starting to warm up. It's just not happening fast.
Yeah, they're just not making shots right now, and they're about a half a step behind on defense. Braden Bachway, 6'4". He's a senior and very important player on this team. I got a feeling as the season progresses, he will be the glue that holds this program together.
I think so. So he connects with both his foul shots, making it 18-25. Under 10 seconds.
Millet from the backside and a flop. They don't buy it. No good on the shot and a decent look coming back down.
Yeah.
And that was Andrew Smith, but no good. So your score here going in the half, 25-18.
Well, you know what? I mean, they came back quite a bit.
Yep.
You know, they're starting to make some progress against the Indians.
Well, you know, the Indians kind of jumped out to a little bit of a lead there, and it's been equal since.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how the second half comes out. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back after this.
I grew up in Lucasville, Ohio. The small class sizes are the reason why I saw Shawnee as a path for me. The professors pay attention to each student individually. If you get a sense of community, by semester 1, I knew right then that I had chosen the right major, and that's something that I valued very much. I'm Lean, and I invite you to discover Shawnee State University for yourself. Visit discover.shawnee.edu.
Tanning today is no longer about being a darker shade for an upcoming event. It's about how finding the right shade can spark something on the inside. It's about a personal glow that reflects a more positive outlook and being comfortable in your own skin. Because in the end, regardless of anyone else's opinion, when you like how you look, you feel better about a lot of things. Sunspot Tanning Salons. Find your favorite shade of you.
And we're back to South Webster High School as the Jeeps will take the ball out of bounds here on the side to open the second half. Your halftime score 25-18. That's Gabe Ruth passing from out of bounds to Devin Carell. He will start the second half going to his right, dribble strong, and then kick to the opposite side. Zimmerman off. Bachway, good rebound, but blocked. And again, passed around here. Bachway on this side, again, short. And just not finding the range thus far. Chuck, you got some winners?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I hope
Are you
so.
feeling it? Got some good numbers?
I tell you, I hope so.
We always got to get the split the pot in there.
That supports the school.
Absolutely.
You know?
So Cade Millett's going to get called for the charge there. And that's Cade Millett's first foul. South Webster, Devin Carell with the ball. Now to Ruth. An old motion offense.
Ooh,
and he had the range
beautiful
there.
Three-pointer.
Andrew Smith, his second three-pointer of the game, and now with 6 points.
We got a 4-point ball game.
Absolutely, and it didn't take long, did it?
No, it didn't.
Long and airmail there by Ellis. And now Bachway to the other end. And just losing control and turns into a foul. That's going to be number 13 for Valley. Jared Game picking up the foul. Very quickly, 2 fouls on the board for Valley, and that may come to into a problem later on.
It may.
Common foul takes you to the free throw line. Lumberjack 2 taking the ball out of bounds. Zimmerman back to him. He'll go baseline. Nice little pump fake, gets it up in the air. Mason Zaylor still gets a piece of it though, and the Indians will go back the other way. Dylan Ellis at the point. And we're going to have a block there. That's number 11, Devin Carell, picking up the foul.
I like it when they say, it was me.
Yeah, I did it.
You know? You got me.
That's sophomore Bryce Stewart with the ball, trying to go baseline, and he's just a little late on the pickup. So a little chippy foul there. Stewart gets the ball back at the elbow.
So what are we, 19 days before Christmas?
Boy, it won't be long.
I'm telling you, it's coming up.
We've got our grandkids covered already.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Sherry's been busy. And from behind, Bachway is going to climb the ladder. That was Mason Zaylor. He'll get the foul. Bachway's first foul. Nobody really in foul trouble. Nobody with more than 2 in the game on either side. Tipped, Bachway. And Jeeps getting a quick turnover there.
You know, honestly, at this point, I think the Jeeps need to slow this game down.
Yep, good back cut there, and he's falling down before the ball gets to him. Otherwise, that was a good-looking play, but just a little helter-skelter, aren't they?
Well, I think they're trying to go too fast.
A little too quick for their own good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that excitement level and everything else, just like we saw the kid chase the over and back ball earlier.
Right.
You know,
a line that I've used for a lot of years is be quick but don't hurry.
Yeah, that's it. It makes sense.
Yeah. So I think we're seeing a lot of that. The Jeeps look like they're in a hurry to get back in this game, and you don't have to. There's plenty of time left, and they've already kind of picked their way into this lead a little bit, like they're looking for gold.
Yeah.
We'll see if they find it here at the end of the game.
You're right.
Cut off the wheel, kick, and pretty good looking shot there, but it comes up short. That's Andrew Smith pulling the string.
Looks like 24 getting the foul.
And that will be Bryce Stewart picking up now his second foul. Nope, call that his third. He will come out in favor of Carter Nickel, the freshman. Nice out of bounds play there. Getting the ball into Bachway, but apparently Gabe Ruth stepped on the line as he was passing the ball in. So turning the ball over to Valley, and now we see some full court pressure by the Jeeps. Indians do a pretty good job of breaking that, and how about that? George Arnett with the exclamation point. Can you hurry us with the full court press? No, you cannot. Arnett with the easy jumper there at the end. 15-footer. Now Bachway at the point looking for a cutter, finds him. And we're going to have a foul called down here on this end. And that looks like that's going to be number 4, Dylan Ellis, the junior.
That's 5 for the Indians.
He'll pick up his second foul there. And yeah, all of a sudden they're starting to register quite a few of them in a row, aren't they?
They are.
Trying to fight through a screen a little too aggressively. Ruth, left hand, goes inside, switches to his right, misses. Got to use that left hand sign.
Almost rolled in there.
Yep. It changed the angle when he went to his right. And almost an air ball. Just barely nicks the front end there.
Yeah.
As Carter Nickel comes up 5 cents short.
You're watching Zone High School Sports Basketball, our 2019-2020 season, right here on the Zone, here every Saturday night at 7 o'clock.
Double clutch and the kick. And again, a missed shot. Zaylor going after it, almost goes out of bounds. Yeah, this is about that time of the season and the game in which things get out of control. You've got kids kind of scurrying around now all of a sudden. A little extra pressure, going for a few steals that they couldn't get to. Guys double dribbling, losing control of themselves. They lose composure early in the season and at this time of the game.
Yeah. Well, Valley was doing, real good at controlling things as long as they had the lead.
Yep.
And they still have the lead, but that lead has shrunk quite a bit.
It has, and when that happens, you get tight.
Yeah.
Because now you don't want to make mistakes.
Right.
And you're not playing freely anymore. So that foul is going to be on number 12, Braden Bachway. That's his second. Carter Nickel at the line. Missed the front end, and let's see what he does here. He makes the second. Valley only attempted 2 free throws the whole first half.
Really?
They were 1 for 2. And the Jeeps, not a whole lot more. They shot 6, making 5, and that could be the factor to in this game. You got to make your foul shots. And leading with that left arm, Bachway kind of trying to barge into the lane. That's a player control foul. So Bachway picks up another one, and that's a key one. That's his 3rd foul. He's going to go sit down. Good job there defensively holding his ground. Zaylor's going to step out right now too, and that's pretty good strategy with Bachway having to sit down, give your big boy a rest. Ooh, close on that. Nice drive and a nice finish there. That's number 10, Carter Nickel. Nickel now with 5 points. Arnett had 2 at halftime. He's added 2. Perkins had 2. Dylan Ellis led with 9. Mason Zaylor had 5, and Cade Millette had 3 going into the second half. Scoring-wise for the Jeeps at halftime, Trey Zimmerman had 6. Andrew Smith had 3. He now has 6. Braden Bachway 7. Will Collins 2. And that is pretty much it. The Jeeps held to just 18 points in the first half. Millette, can he go coast to coast? He does. Breaks the seam, both hands on the ball, making sure they don't strip it from him, and then strong to the hole, and the touch at the end. And 1 for Caden Millette. His father, Steve, sitting up there in the stands. I'm sure he taught him all of that, right?
Probably so.
Or was it Summer, his mom?
I don't know.
I'm going to say it was Steve. Cade Millette makes good on the free throw. And we're back to a decent little lead now.
We are. It's climbed right back up.
Yeah. 12-point lead now by the Indians, and the Jeeps still trying to find their stride here offensively. Zimmerman, top of the key, off the front. Valley gets the rebound. That's Perkins. Quickly out. I like how Valley's transitioning down the floor very quickly, and just a bad pass there by Arnett trying to get it back out. Hey, you're going to have turnovers. That's okay. As long as you don't have too many of them.
Exactly.
12-point lead here, 2:28 to go in the third period. Jeeps just trying to find some rhythm here, trying to get some shots to go down. And a nice runner there, off again.
Just not going in for the Jeeps.
Nope, they just can't. They can't make a shot.
I mean, they've put up a lot of times, and it's just not hitting.
Well, I tell you what, that was a nice cut right there, George Arnett and Millette. Good job of seeing that. And that's just an individual basketball move. It's not a V-cut. It's just a step in and out and creating some space between you and the defender.
Yeah.
Nice pass, easy shot. Valley looks pretty good tonight.
They really do.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how they do against Wheelersburg next week.
Yeah. Well, and I heard they played very well against Green, and I know Green defeated South Webster. I thought, Valley might just get this tonight, regardless of how young they are, as Andrew Smith kisses the glass there for 2. He has 5 in this quarter.
Wow.
Jared Game back in the game. Spin move. Quick trigger. Carter Nickel looking good. One of those good-looking freshmen. And he has 5 in this quarter. Valley's not going to let you breathe. They're busy defensively. And we got a whistle on the floor here. Got a foul on Arnett, and that'll be his 3rd foul of the game. And now, both teams are at 6.
They're climbing. They are climbing.
Yep, so next foul is going to put either team into the bonus. We're going to be at the foul shot line a lot the fourth quarter. Perkins loses the handle, tries to put it up too far underneath, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Jeeps. Just found himself too far down the floor.
A timeout on the
looks
floor?
like we're going to have a timeout, but I'm not seeing the mechanic from the official to say so. But that's obviously what's happening.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back right after this.
Everything your customers see tells a story. Let the UPS store help you tell the right one. We do printing, packing, notarizing, faxing, shredding, binding, consulting, creating, designing, returning, mailboxing, and of course, shipping. Together, there's nothing we can't solve. Stop by our locally owned and operated UPS store on 11th Street in Portsmouth today to see how we can help you with everything your small business needs. Are you looking to begin a new career? In less than 1 year, Sauter County Career Technical Center's post-secondary education can help you get into the career of your dreams. Financial aid's available for those who qualify. Call 740-259-5526 or visit us online at sautertech.org.
It was 8-3-5, wasn't it?
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
Oh, man.
You were close.
I actually was. It's off by like 40.
And we're back.
And we're back as I lose the split the pot.
Another 5.
Another one.
Another 5 bites the dust.
Hey,
Ow.
hey. Under a minute here in this third period as the Indians are enjoying a 14-point lead. The Jeeps are trying to catch up again.
Yep.
They got it into just a 4-point ball game, and it's creeped back up on them.
Yeah, they were scratching there, but then just too many mistakes, and the game got a little out of control there for a minute or two, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
She's kind of slowing down now and taking a nice drive there. Gabe Ruth, the little lumberjack, converts. I like the baseline drive. Deflected. Millette in trouble mid-court, and I'm not sure what the call is.
I don't know. 4 seconds left on the clock. Are they giving it to the Jeeps? They are.
The Jeeps are getting the ball, but he didn't say over and back. I know he was stepping with the pivot foot, and I couldn't see. I've got a rail here in front. I couldn't see if his foot went over. Looks like Valley's going to get the ball back and launch it, and that will be the end of the third period. It looked like they were hunting cheerleaders.
It did. It did.
Dodgeball against the opposing team cheerleaders.
That's it. All right, that brings us to the end of the fourth period, or the end of the third period, and we'll come back with the fourth right after this.
Credit Union has been named a Best in State Credit Union by Forbes magazine. Measured by trustworthiness, digital products, branch services, and member satisfaction, Forbes ranks Atomic among the top 2.5% of the best banks and credit unions in the U.S. Atomic Credit Union offers 13 local branches as well as online and mobile banking. To learn more about Atomic, visit our website at www.atomiccu.com.
Wheelersburg Cinema has been entertaining the area for over 40 years with the latest movie releases. Our friendly staff will treat you like family from the minute you walk in to buy a ticket. Our snack bar has all your favorites, especially the fresh popcorn. Show up early and have some fun in the arcade, or just head on in to get the best seats in the house. Bring the whole family and enjoy the personal touches from this locally owned and operated cinema. Wheelersburg Cinema, 8805 Ohio River Road in Wheelersburg.
It's a really good atmosphere
there. I like football.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back for the fourth and final period in this ball game.
So 25-18 was your halftime score, 37-25 now.
And they continue to score.
A quick score there by Bachway. No, it was not Bachway. It was by Stewart, Bryce Stewart for the Indians. There's Bachway. That's that 3 ball that we were looking for earlier in the game. Millette with the soft touch. Boy, it bounces off that rim and just wants to go home.
He threes it up too.
Yeah. Ruth quickly in, and the kick almost out of bounds. Bachway with the ball now. And I'm sure they want to emphasize that young man. He tries to really force the issue. Nothing there. Millette dribbles off the foot. That's of number 5, Andrew Smith. He's going to take it coast to coast, where Bachway was waiting for it, and he finishes.
I kind of love that. Bachway laid down after the shot.
He did.
And he pretty much laid there until the ball was coming back.
What a shot there by Dylan Ellis. Yeah, he did. He's like, I'll be here when you guys get back.
That's it.
I want to take a rest.
That's it. Well, we've got a quick break.
We'll take a rest here.
And we'll come right back after this.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance. Powell Insurance Agency in New Boston is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Who's 9?
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back. 6:42 left to go in this ball game. Score on the board is 44-30 as the Indians lead the Jeeps. And it's been an interesting game, tied at times, but mostly with the Indians leading.
Valley jumped out to a sizable lead there in the first quarter, and they've kind of kept it, but they haven't been able to distance themselves. So the Jeeps staying in this game throughout the remainder of the game, and let's see if they can get that surge, that push here in the fourth quarter. Valley will have to make a lot of mistakes, and right now, I'm not seeing the Indians making a whole lot of mistakes on the floor.
They're not.
Until right there. You'll advise Paz just a little late trying to get the ball inside to Cade Millette. And Caden, I'm sure he could get something done in there, but he's 5'8". He's in there with those trees as well, so I don't know if he would have got that off or not.
That's it.
The young man's got some moves, though. Cross court to the free throw line. And, yeah, a whole lot of ball movement there.
There was, man.
So let's reset this. That's Bryce Stewart with the ball, dribbling to the right. He's going to try to take it all the way, and he will. As Ruth just stood his ground.
Way to get around the defender.
He shot over him. Stewart 6 feet. He's a sophomore. And Zaylor, I'll tell you what, cheap foul over the top there. The foul wasn't called on him. It was called on Dylan Ellis. That's his 3rd free throw, but Zaylor would have gotten it after the fact as he reached over the top. Ill-advised move there, and he got by with one. As Aiden Andrews at the line for the Jeeps. He sinks the first one.
I will say the Jeeps have been very accurate with their foul shots tonight.
Yep. Yeah, they've had a good night at the line, 6 of 7 at this point in the game. That was just the first free throw they've taken this half. And missing the second one. You jinxed him.
I guess I did.
Yeah. That happens a lot.
My bad.
You ever watch a game and say, this field goal kicker, he hasn't missed a kick all year. I'd lay money he misses this one then, since you said it.
Yeah, you're right.
You jinxed him. Happens all the time. So quick foul there. That's going to be on 22. Aiden Andrews. Bryce Stewart at the line, the 6-foot sophomore. And pretty good rotation on that shot as he's able to get it down. Bryce Stewart with 5 points in this quarter. And misses the second one. Now the Jeeps might want to play a little urgently. We talked about being quick but not hurrying. Now they probably need to hurry. They're going to run out of time. Corner shot, and that helps a whole bunch right there. That's number 5, Andrew Smith for the 3. That's his 3rd 3 of the game. And now we got a foul. Got a personal foul hold after the fact. Braden Bachway picks up the foul.
Huh.
On the make, and Bachway now with 4 fouls. And if he's not cautious, he's not going to be here at the end of this one.
Yep.
Matter of fact, they've gone ahead and pulled him from the game, and they'll save him for the last 2 or 3 minutes. So just like that, Bryce Stewart, who was just at the line, will re-entertain the stripe, and he's going to make the first one. 2 of 3 from the free throw line in this game and in this quarter. Mr. Stewart had not scored up until this 4th and final period. He now has 7 points on the game, all in this quarter. Zayler back in the game, replacing Dylan Ellis. Jeeps back with the motion offense. Pass cut through, pass cut through. What we used to call 6 cut. Ruth taking it to the hole. And pretty good shot there, hard off the back line. And Devin Carell is just off the mark again. Valley quick to the corner. And they might go ahead and burn some clock here with the lead that they have.
I think so.
Up 15 points at South Webster. This has got to be a whole lot more than they expected. Stewart to Arnett. And now Caden Millette, nothing but net.
Wow.
Caden Millette.
Big 3, big 3.
3 threes tonight. And this game has gotten out of hand. This is an 18-point lead now for the visiting Indians as the Jeeps rebuild from a team that went quite a ways last year in tournament. But we talked about the loss of Shiloh Blevins and Sam Holstein, Jacob Ruth. They lost another player, Tanner Voyers, who transferred to New Boston.
Really?
Yeah. So that's 4 kids that were movers and shakers on this team last year.
Yep. Well, they were good seasoned players too.
Yep. Carter Nichols going to pick up the foul there. And Will Collins will go to the line, 6'1" freshman.
He nails the first one. And he nails the second one.
Nice follow through. Notice he's got a little harness there on his thumb. He's got a thumb injury.
Uh-huh.
Ruth applying pressure, tight man-to-man. Will help side there by Ruth, but not enough to keep Carter Nickel off the board with the lay-in.
The Indians are just outplaying the Jeeps this evening.
They sure are, and another unforced error there, throwing the ball out of bounds.
3:22 left to go in this ball game.
Trying to get that to Andrew Smith. And right now the Jeeps just seem out of sync. You know, give them a few games and they'll be right back in it. South Webster's always been known for quality basketball teams.
Oh, they definitely have been.
Millette from the corner, short this time, and we're going to get a foul on Stewart on the attempted rebound. And Bryce Stewart with 4 fouls now.
Well, I will say both teams are hanging together with the fouls.
Yep.
8 each.
8 fouls for the Jeeps, 9 for Valley. So both teams in the bonus and about to go in the double.
Yeah.
So Gabe Ruth. Good on his first attempt. I like him, but he's not the original Lumberjack.
Not yet. There's potential there, though.
I like that as I talked to Coach Brenton Cole, and I haven't talked about him a whole lot. tried to get a hold of him a couple of times. He was very apologetic that he didn't get back with me, but hey, that's fine. You know, we had a nice conversation down there. But he knows that we called Ruth the Lumberjack.
Oh, does he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, he did. I'm like, is that the Lumberjack's brother? Yes, it is. Yes. Valley, all they have to do now is take care of the ball. That was a double dribble.
That was
not
bigger than
called.
anything. Well, and the ref behind, did you see him do the motion?
I saw him do that. He's saying that he lost control of it, but he still would not be allowed to dribble it afterwards. And a lot of hustle there by the Jeeps. Lane Bond trying to get on the floor and get that ball back. As the Jeeps are kind of emptying the benches a little bit, letting some of these kids play. They know that that this one has slipped past them.
Ooh,
from
nice
downtown,
three.
Andrew Smith. That is his 4th 3 on the night.
2:10 left to go in this ball game, and
Millette just loses control at the end, or he would have had a layup there.
he would have. Looks like
Tries
we've got a
to kick it out.
timeout on the floor. So will they take a break? We will too, and we'll be back right after this.
Here at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, we are not only here for you in your time of need, but we're also here to help our neighbor, to serve our community, and to help guide our youth. We do our best each day to make our area a great place to call home, and each year we give you a time to gather and remember your loved ones. To all area teams in the upcoming sports season, remember, the difference between impossible and possible lies in your determination. Good luck from all of us at the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home.
Five 2:36.
Yeah. Feel better
You're
about that.
watching Zone Sports. Game on.
Weight is just a number.
Yes.
And we're back. 2:04 left to go in this ball game as the Indians are taking it out. They're enjoying a 13-point lead over the Jeeps as the Jeeps are fighting to get back.
Yep. Millette with the ball, and he's just going to take it all the way to the hole. He's going to miss, no foul there, but Zaylor with the rebound, and now Stewart at the top of the key.
They're just going to burn some clock here and get it down.
Yep. Millette, Stewart, Arnett, Zaylor, and Dylan Ellis on the floor for Valley. And it gets a little nasty out there when you got a lot of people slapping at the ball, a lot of bodies hitting the floor, a lot of people wanting fouls.
Minute 20 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Millette does a good job of just shielding him with his shoulder. And now we're going to get a foul on number 44 of the Jeeps. And that will send Millette to the line. Shooting 1-on-1. Bond will come out. Aiden Andrews replaces him. 5'9" junior. Jaron Lauer, or Lower, I should say, is in the game. A lot of Lowers have played basketball out here at South Webster. Some of the best players they've ever had were Lowers. There's a handful of them.
Huh.
And he is a part of that family, so we'll expect big things from him.
Jared Dean, number 13, returns for Valley.
Other kids that we haven't talked too much about for the Jeeps. Will Collins. Lane Bond just left the game. Lower, Cam Carpenter and Brady Blizzard. Bond, a little shot there, a little mid-range, not able to get that down, and that ball is going to get knocked out of bounds. Some of the Indians we haven't talked about. I don't know that there are any because most of them have played. Jared Game's been in the game, Devin Stiltner, Nick Mowry, Jacob Greathouse is a player that they're hoping that they get back in the next month or so. First week or two of practice, he badly sprained his ankle. He had an upper and the whole ankle. They said, "I wish I'd broke it," because he probably would have gotten over it much quicker. But really bad sprain. They're hoping that he can come back in the next 4 to 6 weeks after he gets that boot off and gets some rehab in there.
Yeah. Bond
is going to connect on his first of 2 free throws, as the Indians are in the double bonus range now. Off the front there. And they'll fight for the ball. That's going to go to Valley.
49.8 seconds left to go in this ball game. Jeeps at a score of 42 and the Indians at 56.
And you hear the crowd yell a little bit. Defender lost his footing and fell. That's Brady Blizzard. I'll tell you what, that young man, he played very, very well in the JV game.
Yep. Valley just holding on to the ball to burn the clock.
Yep, this is what you do. You got to pass every once in a while. You get that 5-second call. Right there is the young man you want the ball to be in the hands of. Cade Millett, he's been here, done that. And he will dribble this clock out as the Indians will take home a victory from South Webster.
They sure will. And there's the buzzer.
So we'll come back here in a few moments to discuss the final statistics of the game.
Sounds good. Let's take a break. We'll be right back after this.
As life goes by, things become more clear. The beauty of family, of just spending time, of a good walk in the woods.
At SOMC, we have one more thing we'd like to make clear. You.
Our All Clear Lung Cancer Screening Program can find lung cancer early. And with early detection, SOMC can get you all clear with radiation or surgical treatment.
I'm all clear.
Visit somc.org/allclear. Very good things are happening here.
1925 Smith Pharmacy and Home Medical has been here for you and your family with 3 convenient locations in Minford, South Webster, and Portsmouth. We can discuss your prescription and answer questions, as well as offer MedBox and free home delivery. We also have a drive-through and wait times of 15 minutes or less, so you can stay on schedule. With almost 100 years in business, come on into Smith Pharmacy and Home Medical today and see why a truly hometown pharmacy makes a difference.
Today is no longer about being a darker shade for an upcoming event. It's about how finding the right shade can spark something on the inside. It's about a personal glow that reflects a more positive outlook and being comfortable in your own skin. Because in the end, regardless of anyone else's opinion, when you like how you look, you feel better about a lot of things. Sunspot Tanning Salons. Find your favorite shade of you.
watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here in South Webster as the Valley Indians just triumphed over the South Webster Jeeps by a score of 56-42. It's a good SOC match. I mean, it went back and forth a few times, but the Indians pretty much led it most of the way.
Yeah.
What's our stats there and things that you usually compile for us, Jay?
Well, not a whole lot, but Valley had a good night tonight. They shot the ball very well, and more importantly, they played very good defense and limited what South Webster could do. So, big kudos for them on the defensive side. You can see the evidence of that from South Webster's offensive stats. If you look to see Trey Zimmerman, they rely on him for a lot of points. You're going to see games this year where Trey Zimmerman scores 20. Tonight he had 6.
Yeah.
Gabe Ruth only had 4. Andrew Smith, he had 14, and 4 of those were three-pointers. That you do expect out of him. As kind of the quarterback of the basketball team, that's dual. So that's a guy that we're going to continue to look for. Braden Bachway, I felt like, was the key to the ball game because that's a kid that might score 20 to 30 from time to time for this team. He is special. The kid can play at 6'4" and a senior. He only had 12 points tonight. Just couldn't find the range. I bet he missed twice as many shots as he took.
He probably did.
So that was pretty tough. Will Collins had 4. Aiden Andrews and Lane Bond came in and scored a point apiece on the free throw late. From the free throw line, the Jeeps were 11 of 14, and that's reasonable. Really, both teams did fairly well from the line, as Lucasville Valley were 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Offensively for the Indians, now moving to 1-3 and 1-0 in the SOC. More importantly, George Arnett finished with 6. Ty Perkins had 2. He came in at halftime with 2 and finished with that. Dylan Ellis had a fine game with 11 points. Carter Nickel had 9. Cade Millette had 10. Bryce Stewart, 7. And Mason Zaylor had 5 points at halftime and finished with 5 points. So the Jeeps did a pretty good job of shutting him down in the second half. He got himself in some foul trouble, as we know, and the Jeeps just didn't let him get back involved in the game.
Well, cool. Let's talk about our Toro Loco player of the game.
Well, there's a couple of guys for Valley that you might want to look at. Dylan Ellis had a really good game, but I'm looking at a playmaker, a guy that really, he was getting steals. He's saving balls from going out of bounds. He's dribble, driving, kicking out. He's making shots himself, and he really directed this team tonight, and that's going to be 3-year starter now, Caden Millette. He finished with 10 points, and 3 of those were 3 balls.
Awesome.
So tonight's most valuable player, Toro Loco most valuable player, goes to Mr. Caden Millette, number 12, the senior, 5'8" senior.
Excellent. Well, let me mention a few of our sponsors for tonight's game, as we always want to thank them. Our national anthem sponsor, Real Estate Gallery. Our halftime sponsor, Donnie Martin, Heating and Cooling. Player of the game, Toro Loco. And then a whole host of other sponsors, Rallies, Pro Pest Control, Gaddy's, Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy out in Valley, Wagner Rental, Stoltz Pharmacy, the Wheelersburg Cinema, the UPS Store, Tri-State Security, Sunspot Tanning, Southern Ohio Medical Center, Smith Drugs, Shawnee State University, the Sauter County Career and Technical Center, the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, Powell Insurance Agency, Portsmouth Public Library, the Portsmouth Cinema 8, Hope Source Treatment, Desco Federal Credit Union, the Atomic Credit Union, and Barrett and Murphy Insurance. So we want to thank all of them for supporting us here on Zone Sports and bringing the games out to you. All that being said, our next game will be next Saturday for you guys to watch at 7 p.m., and it will be Berg at Valley.
Okay.
So
we get to see Valley again. Valley plays next at Northwest, and Southwestern will take on Waverly on Tuesday.
Excellent.
So that's the near future for these two teams, but we're going to see Valley soon.
Yeah, we will. We will. And I'm interested to see how they'll pull up against Wheelersburg.
Mm-hmm.
So all that being said, I'm Chuck Jones.
Hey, this is Jay Miller.
And we're out of here.